lot later than I planned because the day just ran away with me. And then I realized I started uploading a video to YouTube that took fucking forever. And then I was like, oh, I have no space on my hard drive, so I can't record the next one. So guess what? I had to wait for that to move to my other on the other computer. I really need an extra hard drive in this computer. But it's one of those things. As if you were here last week, you will know that I said I was going to stream on Saturday, not Sunday, because tomorrow I'm going to a tattoo convention. I'm not planning on getting anything, but can't say I won't. But I will be making an appointment with the tattoo artist that started on my leg piece, and then COVID interrupted. And she decided to have a baby during COVID. So we had to wait for her to be, you know, for me to be able to go and see her. So hopefully I will make an appointment for next year. It's a full day. So it's going to be one of those. Always coffee. I also managed to put some more spray paint on my little bolt gun. So this side has a little bit more texture, if you can see in the light. But this side, it's a bit more smooth. So that side, it's probably me being an idiot in the application. And slowly getting a little bit more on the top as well. It just doesn't like doing the little bits. You know, the little rivets that I've made. But as we're going to paint them any other color anyway. One of those. So that's getting there. Hopefully next couple of days I can put do the back and the front a little bit more. And we can start on the detailing. I want to think what I want to do with the rest. I think I'm going to put it like in a silver. Which reminds me, I need to buy some more of the flame red because it's not such a nice color compared to normal red. So anyways. Oh, and I didn't put any. Right. So, so like I said, my brain it's like so weird streaming on a different day. And I forgot to do something again. Of course, I always forget to do this. So, did it not copy it correctly? Damn it! I really needed to have that somewhere where I can just literally click on it and then just copy and paste that properly. There you go. Right. I think that's the only one I'm going to put it on. I don't want to spam Discord channels too much with my, oh look me, I'm going live. Yeah. It's one of those. Right. Why is it not showing my moderators as Pretzel Rock? That's weird. Oh, never mind. Probably a change that Twitch made and I'm like, or Streamlabs, which I'm using. Anyways. I'm going to start over. All this work I've done on the dress and the sleeve and making the body body double and everything like that. And I'm going to change. Why? Because it just didn't work out. So I've been searching. And I found a pattern for a kimono dress, or kimono, not a dress, kimono in general, with separate sleeves. Because most of the ones are like the sleeves and the body in one part. But as you know, as I said, I want the sleeves to be a different material than the bodies. Unless I have enough fabric left over, which is a question that I'm not sure about. Now, looking at this, it looks like I will have to amend it so that it will work as a dress. But what I'm thinking now, if I make the neck opening large enough, I can just put it on like a tunic, and I don't have to worry about zippers or anything like that. So, you know, that's one of the things that I've been planning on. So, this is the pattern. As you can see, if I have the other... I've put them away, didn't I? I had to make some space. So the arm sleeves are a lot bigger. And they're also not as pronounced, not as curved. Because they actually are sitting quite far out of the shoulder. So that's probably something that I will have to amend, but that's fine. I can do that. And then you've got these back here. Oh, this is the front. That's the back. And again, you can see the markings. So that's A. Yep, that's the front. So we'll have to amend that. And then the sleeve. Supposedly is a big long sleeve. We'll see how it goes. I have found some more fabric. I mean, I have enough fabric lying around, so I found some more of the IKEA fabric that I use for for mock-ups. I have some normal fabric as well. So this fabric is nice and cheap, so it's great for making mock-ups. I also searched and found a pattern for a corset belt, so it doesn't have the front busks, so I'll be using that as well. Oh, camera. Did I knock you out? Sorry, camera. So, hopefully this will work out. I might have to put my coffee on the other side. I've not made it. Oh, excuse me. Hey JJ, thank you for the look. Why is my alert command not working? I have to fix that. It doesn't show that Stream Elements is in my chat, so for some reason. See if this one works. If this doesn't work, then I know Stream Elements is not working. So let me check. I've made a new command. See, that works. Hawker! Hey! Hope you're doing alright. Yeah, no worry. Like I said, I know you're busy. I know you're a busy person. Especially since you're like doing so many things for work. But if when you have time and if you want to do it, yeah, feel free. Absolutely. Oh, thanks, JJ. I have had to re-dye. You can see now it's got purple and reds. My fringe will always be like some orangey color. So yeah, It was overdue. It was seriously overdue. But I wanted to try out a new brand of hair dye, so I did. So let's see if I can put this here. Yeah, so it's like, oh, that was side's better to see. So it's a pain doing it when you're on your own. I had to bleach my roots first, but yeah, I love changing my hair color on a regular basis, so that's there, perfect. Alright. So let's do this first. Yeah, I mean, you probably didn't see the start of my stream, but I'm streaming on a Saturday. Because tomorrow I'm going to a tattoo convention. I'm not planning on getting a tattoo, but I'm not making any promises. That's how I got the little snake. But I am... yeah. I know myself too well, and also one of my friends, she used to work for CD Projekt Red. She used to work with my ex. And she changed, and she's an amazing artist. And this is her first Warsaw tattoo convention. She has done other conventions, so it'd be cool to see her there as well. But I started a full leg piece, which was going to be 3 full days. Just before COVID, it was February. And then we booked the next session in April, and then the next session was going to be September. But of course COVID happened. And then she had a baby. So she wasn't back into the scene yet. So she will be at this convention tomorrow. I already messaged her saying, hey, we need to talk and I need to book in for the next sessions. Because, you know, this leg is only a third done. So we'll sort that out as well. But that's how I found Zoo. That did this tattoo. And she's in Manchester, Hauke. If you ever like black and white. Who's originally from Warsaw but lives in Manchester. Yeah, I know. She's in the tattoo place that Moody is at. So it was funny when she said that, because I always ask, like, are you okay with English? And she says, like, yeah, I live in England. And I'm like, all right. That's unusual. So and then she said, because of course she comes to Warsaw to her parents, and then she was going to be here for Christmas, and then in January she booked a couple of studio days, and that's when I got my little crow then. Which is still, my mom thinks it's a bit dark, but she agrees that the artistry is pretty amazing. So I still want to get the inside done by her, and I'm thinking about, Hauker knows this, JJ you probably don't, because I know Hauker in real life. Probably add Curtis and Nina in here somewhere, and have something else on the inside. But because she's so good with black and grey, I know getting a black cat or a black and white cat, like my cats were, would be fine. She can do that. So, but yeah, I absolutely love this. So I'm gonna get my leg done. I have so many ideas. It's just finding the artists. This is why I always go to tattoo conventions, is to find artists, see if I connect with them. And for some reason at the moment it's mostly female tattoo artists that I connect with. So but yeah, I absolutely love it. I send her the photos because here in Poland you have black and grey crows. They're absolutely amazing. And very cheeky. So I thought it was just, I just loved getting something for that. So yeah, so I had 2 cats. And Curtis was a black cat. You will find that most of my animals all have normal-ish names. My gecko is called Delta, but that's because I've decided on the NATO alphabet for all my reptiles. And I had a little tuxedo cat called Nina. And Curtis was a proper little attention seeker, let's say it that way. Loved everybody, wanted to snuggle with everybody. So he was very, very popular with my friends. Nina was more like my cat, she just wanted to be with me. So, not sure yet what else I'm going to do with it. She's got some really cool feminine forms as well that she does in her art, so I will have to discuss it with her. But that's not going to be until for a while, because I want to get my leg first finished. And that's 2 full day sessions, so that's costly. And the base rate here in Poland is now 6.75%, so my mortgage has gone up a little bit. Just yeah, doubled almost, but yeah. So you got there. Where did I put my scissors? Did I take them away again? I thought I put them here. Dang it! Give me a second. Oh. Scissors, where the fuck? Oh, there we go. Hey, scissors! Yes! I finally updated my hair again. I've been too lazy. But since I'm going to a concert tomorrow as well, it's like... Oh yeah, that way. You can see it's purple and red. Well, it's supposed to be red, but it's got a bit of a pink tinge to it, but... Eh? I love the purple. The purple is absolutely... if you can do that. So, but that's how I normally look. I normally have colourful hair, but I was a bit lazy in leaving it... I can't bleach my hair all the time either, so I'm gonna have to like watch that once in a while. So right. I haven't taken down the markings, which is an idiot, but I will do that. And I should have ironed this. But today kind of ran away with me, and I think this is going to be far too big. Yeah, it's one of those... When did I start it? I figured what you meant. I think it started like... When I moved to Poland. And I was like, I was supposed to start working from home. On my own business. It's like, I can do a bit more with my hair. And then I got hired with my crazy hair. Because my manager said, I'm more interested in the fact that you've got 10 years of customer service experience than the color of your hair. It just means I get out of doing any video verification with customers. And she said, doesn't bother me, so I just kept on doing it. Every time I have a meeting, my manager's like, right, show me your hair, you show me your hair. He says, you changed it again. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna leave it that long. Because I think that might be good. So, I need to put the markings back on. But yeah, I have a tendency to have... I'm still planning one more... I don't know if you can see camera. I've got a nose piercing. I'm still planning on getting a labret piercing, so just straight, not a ring. But I've had so many issues with my teeth, I'm waiting. Oh no! See, I normally wear glasses. So when I wear a headset, it pushes on my ears. So I've took a knife to it, and I've made 2, like, in the cutouts in the headphones. But yeah, I bet, because it's like such a thing as well. You always. Then I tell you every time you need to make sure you make your markings on both sides. Oh, there was another marking here. No, well, there's not. So that's the sleeve. Yeah, I bet. Like the ones I'm wearing just, you know. Ouch. Yeah. I didn't pay that much for mine, but I didn't want to. Although I've just spent 800 zloty, so £200 on a new tablet. So outside of streaming, because I don't see this ever becoming a full-time job, I actually have a business idea that I've been working on, and I went to an event on Thursday, and one of the women there, one of the panel, encouraged me, and I now am joining a fancy coffee. But like my phone is still an Android 7, and I do have a newer phone because I was given money by my company, the company I work for, to buy a work phone. But it's not, of course, not my phone. But I'm thinking of soon I'm going to change over because I've had it for a year. So I think soon I'm gonna change it, and then I'm going to swap it over. So I only use WhatsApp on my work phone. Because that's how they communicate outside. You know, if the internet goes out. Which has happened. So that's the back. You see how big it is? This is what I mean with patterns and their sizes. It's like... I'm a lot... it's far too big on me. But we'll make amendments to that one. And this was a size 18, and on the pattern form that we used before, I was supposed to be a size 20, and I didn't. No, never mind. Annoyances of the annoyances of sizing on patterns. I can make a whole thesis about that because, you know. But that means one weekend I won't be able to stream because I will be at this hackathon for the whole of the for the whole of the weekend. So, but you know, it'd be interesting. Haven't done anything like that. Who knows, I might get my idea developed and get an MVP out of it. Minimal viable products. But yeah. So yeah, for those of you who have followed me for a while, if you missed the beginning of my stream, I'm redoing the dress completely. So this is a full new pattern. And we'll fabricate something out of it, but I'm hoping to make it so that it becomes a bit more of a tunic, so that I don't have to put a zip in. because that would be lovely. But yeah, so for that, everybody had laptops and things like that, and there's no way I can afford to buy a laptop. So I just bought a Lenovo tablet, because they're the cheapest. And it's, you know, November, big price things, offers. So I got it for like a lot less than normally. When my mom came around, she brought me a Bluetooth keyboard that my stepdad once bought. And he doesn't use, so she's like, never mind. Give it to Geo. Give it to me. And there's a marking here. Right. Yeah, exactly. So, well, I don't think he knows. My stepdad has dementia, so he can't use a lot of things anymore. He can't drive a car anymore. He can't do a lot of things. So a lot of things find their way to me. Or sometimes it's just old tech that my mom says, "Do you like this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I've got an old Samsung tablet. I'm planning on rooting and having some fun with that. So yeah, it's one of those things. That's why my mom can't visit so many times, because if she visits me, she has to find care for my stepdad. And he has 2 daughters, but yeah. But yeah, my mom is awesome, so hopefully she can come more often. That's big enough to keep. So yeah. It means I have the people properly. That's a bit of an ask. Right, so that's the front. Again, this is massive. I don't understand why everything's always so massive. And there were no markings on the shoulders. I'm sorry, this pattern wasn't great. But I know how to deal with patterns, so... Is this the sleeve? No. Yes. No. No, this is... back. So turn that on and line this up. Oh, well, you see, we're gonna have to take in a lot. But yeah, I'm hoping that if I make it a bit more wider, a bit more like a tunic, or cloak, because the sleeves are so big. Those are the shoulders. I have no idea. No idea, because it didn't say how much of a seam allowance they leave. But we'll find out. So yeah, we'll see how this works out. Should actually find out, because for the sleeves it makes a difference what the seam allowance is. Don't worry, unless you're a seamstress, sometimes looking at a pattern or pieces of fabric really doesn't make any sense, and I get that. So, but yeah, I'm thinking of making it more of a tunic that I can actually just pull it over myself and it becomes more like... Imagine... We'll say a nun's habit in principle, because then they have the belts. So... Why is... This isn't that correct. No. So yes, so here we go. And let's put that aside and hang you up again. So I don't break it, because it would be something I do. And you can fall to the floor. I've got enough meters, luckily. Ooh, there you go. Meow. Yeah, so it's a pull-over dress, and then use the corset as a sort of a belt to lock it in. Oh, helps if I put the thread through. And it's gonna go underneath the bodice armor, so it's not gonna be seen, but it's, you know, it's one of those things you can do. Come on, work. Why are you not working? So, let me see. It's on my other computer, isn't it? No worries. Let's do what I think most people do for their seams. Well, I'm gonna have to take in quite a lot. Pretty sure this is way too big, but I think the sleeves are fine. Sleeves are, I think, if the sleeves are the way I want them, the rest I can figure out. So, one side, and shoulders. As I said before, taking in is so much easier than taking out. Right. And one more side, and then we can try it on and probably take everything in. Come on. Focus. I should check if there's any deals on some new Logitechs. Why are you not sitting the way I want you to sit? There we go. That'll do it for now. And on one side still. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3. Meow. Now this is a pattern from that I found on Etsy, and I should be able to draw it myself, but I can't be asked doing that sort of malarkey at the moment. So the thing is like I found that there's not a lot of markings on them to say where things go. So let's see. Yeah, how much, how freaking big is this? It's freaking massive. But we'll fix that. And then we'll make it so that like this, like there, and there, and then just start seaming it up here. And we'll make some, well, you can see, we'll figure that one out. Let's put the sleeves on, because the sleeves are the most important bit. Oh, I could, of course, like, you know, figure out how I'm going to. Oh yeah, but it's the shoulders are quite wide as well. So let's put a sleeve in. All right. Right, so let's put a sleeve. Come on. We'll have to make a mashup of both of them, what we already had and this one. So the sleeve looks pretty good, width-wise. So that looks alright. Yeah. So the sleeve is great. Is it meant that there's a mark there and there's a mark, but that's, oh well. This is what I mean, is this pattern doesn't have a lot of markings, which is really annoying. Ow, that's the wrong, that's So... Oh no, other way around. And this meant to be here. Well, I guess so, looking at it, but there are no other markings to go from, so at least we don't have to ease the sleeve in, because that's looks like that's normally. Ow. Right. Yeah, so what a lot of cosplayers do is actually they're not usually attached to the sleeve, to the armor, but they usually make like sort of just sleeves, sort of bolero type jacket, and then attach the skirt part to like the belt that they're wearing. But I wanted to make it so that when I took off the armor, I'd still have something that was recognizable as a Sisters of Battle. So one of the things I'm going to do with the corset belt that I'm planning on making is to have the Order of the Bloody Rose in the center panel, and then have fleur-de-lis all around it so that it still goes towards it. I am really hoping I've got enough fabric to actually make the whole thing out of... Yes! Absolutely! So that... I felt like it was more of a comprehensive, something that you would actually think of as if you were in battle. That's why I also find that a lot of times when people have Sisters of Battles or Space Marines, that they're like, they look so clean and so neat, and then they make the purity seals with the attached prayers, and they are like burned and damaged. And it's like, that's not the way it would be if your armor is this clean. I need to. I really need to start making more pictures and put them on my Instagram. I am terribly neglecting my Instagram. And I need to make a photo book, or, you know, if I do a presentation for the competition, I have to have like some sort of a book that you can present to the jury that shows kind of what you've been doing and the stages. So yeah, but this is why I record them. I've also started putting my VODs on YouTube because I've been told to, because not all my friends can come on Sunday, so they said, well, I want to be able to, you know, watch what you're doing when you're not when I can't come to your stream. So but yeah, I need to take far more pictures and start doing some more documenting. Also, Warhammer Darktide is coming out, and one of the competitions here in Poland, called PeerCon, which is one of the bigger competitions, is before TwitchCon. So I can't really use my Sisters of Battle costume to enter the competition because Twitch doesn't want you to do that. So I think this sleeve is actually perfect. So I'm planning on potentially probably doing a Darktide costume for PeerCon, keeping it into the Warhammer. I'll probably start streaming Dark Tide as well when I get there. Focus camera. Hello. Yeah, I know. I'm, you know, so many things. So, right. Come on. What the hell? So, oh, yeah, that's a sleeve. So that is, in principle, the right kind of sleeve if you look from the front. You know, a bit like what she's wearing there. So the sleeve is kind of working the way I want it. And then here, the armor starts here, and that's kind of what you, when you see her raise her arm. So, yeah, I know. Mate, I have so many ideas for things. I want to do a Lady Mechanica type idea as well. Now the only thing is, sorry, my camera is swapped, so it's mirror image, so I always have to think. Yeah, the only thing is, I think the shoulder needs to be smaller. So the shoulder needs to be from here. So if I put a pin in there. But the Dark Tide costume is not a full armor like this one is. It's a bit more fabric and a bit less armor. So hopefully, so if I put the sleeve on my shoulder joint. Yeah. So that's where my neck starts. Okay. So, where is that? So, on this side needs to be taken in the same way. So about there. And if I just do like this. There we go. Right, so you can already see that I'm getting wrinkles here. The question is, it's not visible underneath the cloak. So I do need to take a little bit in on it because it's quite wide here. So I need to take in a little bit of the back. So let me put a tentative pin there. So now the question is, can I, with this amount of space, can I take it over my head? A little bit of a wiggle. Where's my sleeve? There's my sleeve. Yeah. So that's the solution of not needing divots. Which means it's easy for me to get in and out of my costume. Oh, come on, camera. Really? I really need another Logitech. So, yeah. Hey, Solid. How are you doing? By the way, I've been watching you guys play Fall Guys yesterday. It was funny. So, So, yeah, the back needs to be a lot smaller. And I think I can do that together with the pin that I've made here. I know what I was, you know. Because that's kind of where my... Oh, I'm pointing at things and I've not got the right screen on. Here we go. Hey, moms! Everybody, Yoko, my mom, is in the chat. Yep, my hair is done again. Look, it's got purple and red. If I could do that, you can see it as well with red. It's a bit pinky red, but yes, I did. Yeah, isn't it? That's people are saying like, oh, it's, you know, after the stream you have to just chill for a bit as well. And I've got ops tonight as well with my own the game I usually play, because one of the guys, Henrik, is had lost his voice, so you know I have to sort something out. So what I was pointing at. I can't. I have to watch my VODs because it's good to see, and I think from watching my VODs, especially in the beginning, I've learned so much because I was so quiet and I was like, not knowing what to do. So that, you know, but listening to myself, I bloody hate it because you hear your own voice so differently in your head, and also like. Some people always kept saying to me, I have a British accent. Well, I lived in England for 17 years. But when I listen to myself, I still hear that I have a Dutch accent. I have a foreign accent. But, you know, maybe that's me. So yeah, I have to make some amendments. So, yoink. So to make the sleeve point here, to be coinciding where my shoulder sits, I have to take this much off, so it ends in my neck here. Yeah, I absolutely... Although again, I have a video of myself being interviewed, and this is in 2000. This was in the time of LAN, where LAN parties just started, like multiplayer, like the Insomnia series. They just started, and they were being interviewed. So... Right, so let's... Yes, Yoka is my mom. So, the name... So it looks like it says joke, because in English. But Yoka is actually a very old-fashioned Dutch name. Old-fashioned. It's an older. I don't hear it so much. She was the one that was on stream with me doing my buddy Mets up. So... But yeah, so I need to I don't know if she's still there because she only can watch on her tablet, so but yeah, in principle I need to take all this out. Then again, we had the same issue when so I need to find the back pattern. Is this the back pattern? No, this is the front pattern. This is the back pattern. So, because I need to make sure I put some allowance in there. So, somewhere there. And then I need to make... use that. So then I can use this line. Okay. Okay. So, to translate that on paper. Hey, Lucy! Welcome in! Oh, that was the front. Oh, yeah. I really need like an extra little table next to me. So I'm doing alright. It's a bit weird doing on a Saturday. But as I said, I'm going to tattoo convention tomorrow and to a concert, so I wouldn't be able to stream. So to amend the pattern, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna take it apart and then I'll redo this because this is a bit harder otherwise. So and the front will need changing then as well. Right, let's take the sleeve out. Yeah, like I said, I'm not planning on getting a tattoo when I go there, but you know, I am going to make an appointment to get my. I have started a full leg piece, just before COVID. So of course COVID got in the way. So now that everything's back to normal again, I need to make an appointment to get the other 2 sessions finished. So come on. So yeah. So we've got the back pattern. Need to sort that out. Need to figure out the length. Oh, actually, I can do this. Why am I doing difficult? That's the length there. Okay. So did I make a drawing on this side? Yes, I did. So let's hold it out. Flatten it a little bit. Get my pencil. Where's this marker? Yeah. That's kind of where I want it. So how much do I have to take off? Quite a bit, I think. So we have to go to here. And make a mark. Oh, no. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No. Brain. Right, so where's this mark? Here's the mark. So I need to grab my other. How much is this? From here, that's about 11 centimeters. So I'll fold this. Actually, no. Damn it, brain! It will connect in a minute. So let me see if what I do now is correct. My brain. So measure this distance. 11 centimeters. Oh, that's not straight. That doesn't matter too much. Right, so een beetje van allebei. Right, so this is where I want the new neck to be. Here we go. I need tape. Right, so now in principle what we've done is, so this was the original length. Calculated that I needed this bit to make to taken in my neck to get the end of the sleeve to be at the end of my shoulder. So I've just taken it straight down because it's a very simple pattern and just stick it there. This is where I want the new neck piece to start. So you go there and fold it over. Alright. I have to make sure that this is straight. Where's my big one? Ah, I lose everything. Oh, that's right. Just making sure the bottom is straight. Because it's gone down a little bit. Ah. Right. Now, are you lie flat? Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. I have to take off a little bit of the bottom because it's lowered it a little bit because of my shoulders now. There we go. New piece done. Back amended. So it doesn't flap around as much. There we go. Right, so that's a new back piece. Taking it in. Now the only thing is, the front needs to do the same thing because the way the front works is the shoulders need to be matching up. So this is the front. So you can see I need to take quite a bit off. But I need to make hair in my mouth. Blah. So but I need to draw a neckline in. Right, so that's this, how much we're taking off. But I think so we need to think about the neckline. And just make it a V-neck, it's not too difficult. And it could do with a bit. It was far too big, so let's take off. Not too much. I'll take an inch off. Now, how much do I want as a neckline? I'll have to measure. There's somewhere around here. Alright, so even for me sometimes I'm doing this and thinking, am I doing it right? I'm not sure. But that's it. Okay, Mom, see you later. Right, so let's see if this works better. Yoink. Right. Well, this is going to be hopefully the new front. So we've made the little neckline. So we'll be seaming it together here up front. Hopefully. Should be able to get my head through it. So we have a new back piece and our new front piece. So let's put that away. Right, so oh, cold coffee, of course. So, let's try this again. You go there for now. So we put it again on the seam, on the fold, sorry. So when we cut it out, it becomes one piece. Alright, that's the back. We should be able to fit, since we've taken in so much, the front next to it. Or I could put this on the seam as well. Then I don't need to seam it. On the fold, I should call. Actually, that's an idea. Right. Change of plan. Right. Oh, this is just so many meters. Change of plan. Right, so... where's the middle? Here's the middle. You go here. Right, okay, so let's see. We'll make... make 2 pieces. Right, come on. Lie straight. Ah, okay. Ah, come on. Right. Fold properly. Right, so let me put a pin in here. Straighten it out. Right. That's one side. And the other side. A little trick to save some fabric and be a bit more economic with it. So let's draw this again, this time on this seam. Well, make sure, yeah. Alright, that's the back. Right, not cut my wrists. And I can make the front on here. Let's pull it straight. Straight-ish, and use the other side saves me another seam. Oh, it's better. Around there, and we need to cut the neckline, and there's a mark here. Right. Alright, you can sink to there. And we can take out the front. Put those pins back in. There you go. Nope. Yeah. Right, so let's get the other side done. There we go. Right, let's try this again. Now a little bit smaller. So we have one side and the other side. I think the neckline needs to be a bit bigger. Not sure if my head will fit through that. But as I always say, you can make something, cut something out. It's easier than trying to add something. So you better start too big and make it smaller. Right, so and put the go. Choose two pieces. Right. Now. Right, let's put this together, see how we've done it, if we've done it correctly. Because by now I spent so much time on trying to get this cloak done when, you know, really could do with this being done now. one of the shoulder seams. And go! Oops, I went a little bit. It's alright. It's alright, it's alright. Alright, so you go there. Doesn't need to be perfect yet. Alright. One more seam and we can try. See if I can get my head through it. Damn it. Ah. Or did I do them all? Nope, see? I thought I had one seam. So, let's see if I can get in. I'm about to make the and it needs to be bigger. I mean, I don't have a massive head, but still. And of course, there's still a seam allowance that I have, so it's gonna go inside anyway, but you know. Right, see if this is big enough. See if I get stuck again. Ah, definitely not big enough. Right, let me think. Put you on the... Let's pin the shoulders together so I cut the same size both sides. Okay. Alright. Really make this so. Big scissors. Let's see if that works. If not, I don't even know anymore. But I think it should. Make sure I remove all the pins, otherwise I'll be stabbing myself forever in a day. Yay! Can get my head through now. That immediately fits a lot better. It's my mouse. So taking quite a bit of the width out. Let's put the sleeves on, or at least one of them. Because this is going to go anyway, it's going to go in. Actually, if I use a facing, I can even make it bigger and be fine with that. Oh. Come on, don't get stuck. Ugh. Right, that worked. Oof. Hey, you can see my hair a lot better now. Right, so I've made 2 sleeves, so I can try one sleeve in here. Have a good idea how long the sleeves needs to be. Other way around. Just the marking is there. Do you fit in this side or the other side? This side. Oh, wrong way. Oh. So it is the other side. Okay, that side. Alright, so put the seam on each other. That's the top. Oh. Let me go through the seams. Ow. Almost there. Why is it? No. That's better. Ow. Right, let's put this sleeve on, because if this is right... Oh my god! Heart! Hello!
Praise the Emperor!
Yay! Where's my sound alert? That's the alert box needs to go above the pictures. There we go. Thank you so much for the raid hearts. Everybody that's here, those of you that are still here, Hut is also an amazing cosplayer, as in they are making an actual armor, as in from actual metal, and it is absolutely amazing to watch him make that. Watch them make them. Damn it! Why? That one's out, Danny. Shout out. I have to get used to this keyboard still. Absolutely go and follow them if you haven't already. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to the asylum. My name is Hebe. And for those of you that don't know me yet, I should really be able to make this a comment that I can do when somebody raids. We are working on a Sisters of Battle cosplay, as you can see below. Not with armor though. I'm not as talented as Huck. And after working on the cloak for a very long time, I've changed completely. And I've made a new one. And I think actually we're getting there, and this might actually be... Once this sleeve goes on and it fits correctly, then I think can do the skirt, and then we can do the actual fabric. So... But yeah, everybody welcome. Say hello if you're new here, or if you already know me. So... I didn't even know you were streaming. You weren't streaming when I was streaming, were you? I've been like so late starting because I had to upload a video and it took just a lot longer than normal. So all my VODs go on my YouTube channel because it makes it easier. Come on. Forward. So that's the thing, I have no mods, so I have to do everything myself, so shout outs, everything. banning people. I have done that before. People spamming their stupid follower link things. Stupid bots. So, yeah, welcome everybody. Let's see if this sleeve, if this works out. So just to give you an idea, where's the... So we started with a new pattern. That's a kimono pattern. Come on, camera. Thank you. Which is like just a morning gown type of idea. There you go. So that's what it would be, and normally, I mean, make it out of like a nice fabric, and you've got a nice little. Oh, stick my right arm up. So this is the sleeve I wanted, and I've been fighting with forever and a day. So now this is the correct sleeve. However, it's really big. It's massive. Yeah, even on the back, it's massive on me. So what we went and did, took quite a bit out of the back, took a bit out of the front, and since, you know, I want to avoid using zippers and everything like that after, you know, thinking about it, I decided to make it so that I can just stick my head in. So we make an amendment, and it's still a bit tight, but we can cut it smaller, bigger. But now it actually fits properly. And, ta-da! We have a sleeve. That fits properly. And if you look at the picture, and apologies for my elbows do a bit of a weird thing. So, here we go. We have, well, the beginnings. But now the sleeve actually looks the way I want it. I need to look in how long I want it to be. Probably till about here. Needs to be in the elbow. So let's put a pin in there. Actually no, let's make a mark. Because otherwise I can't take it off. So let's mark there. So that actually looks a lot better. So now we can start looking into making the skirt part, which is in principle a front bit and a back bit, and then it just, you know, that's not the difficult part. This is what I had a problem with. But yeah, and I'll be making a corset belt to go around so that it becomes a bit more like, think nuns, because that's what Sisters of Battle are, they're battle nuns. So, but yeah, now I can start working on the bottom. I will have to I'll make a facing from the front so that it becomes a little bit lower still. Right, a couple of markings, but that will do. That's actually excellent. So, oh god, I have to take it off again. And not get stuck. There you go. Here we go. Put my shape back into the middle. So now we can start looking into the skirt bit. Put my sewing machine aside. So, perfect. So I've made that mark there. Yep, I made the mark in here. Yep. So put this and that. So let's might still make it different, but at least that makes it easier to put it on. There we go. So that's in principle the start of the tunic, cloak, habit, whatever you want to call it for her. Now, we need to start thinking about how we're going to do the skirt part. Now, because I don't have a lot of fabric for those that don't know, yoink, come here. This is the fabric I'm going to be using. This is just my mock-up. So, Sisters of Battle, their cloaks are two-sided. So, one side, the order that I'm doing, the Order of the Bloody Rose, has a black cloak on the outside and a white cloak on the inside. So I found this fabric, but I only have 6 yards of it, which is just under 6 meters. So it totally depends on how much I can get out of what I have, but though at the moment it looks like I might be able to get this all out of the same fabric. Who knows, I might even have enough fabric left over to use it for the corset belt, because it's strong enough fabric. So if not, I'm just use this fabric for the skirt part and for the sleeves. So we'll see how that goes. But this is the cool fabric. It's like two-sided. It's very, very like sturdy and cotton, and feels like it would be something that the Sisters of Battle would use. It's not satin or anything fancy. I mean, they are battle nuns, and real, you know, real world nuns are all out of cotton. Everything. So this fabric is absolutely amazing for it. Saves me having to, you know, arrange for, you know, double-sided or anything like that. So this is the fabric that's going to be made out of. So like for the sleeve, you can see the inside. I'll have to figure something out with the seams, how I'm going to do the seams. I might have to just like, if it's like this, just fold it over and do it that way. Because it's on the inside actually, so I might have to do French seams. That would work, I think. So that's when you seam it one way, then turn it around and seam it the other way. I'll have to have a look in my book, in one of my sewing books that I have. But yeah, that's the fabric I'll be using. It's probably pretty amazing. So, seeing how high up the skirt part, so I do think I can just make one from the front and one from the back. The back one I think will work. The front one I feel like it'd be too wide if you look at the front. Then again, it does go over her hips and then forward. So we can go in actually. Because then we can just have it start from here. Let me just check. So where was it? It was down there, yeah. So in principle, could look at just doing a piece here, a piece at the back, or even just make it one piece if I want to make it out of the one fabric, and just here stop the seams. So question is, how far down do I need to go? It needs to go quite long, doesn't it? So from my hips kind of idea. Here. Till about halfway down my calves. It's a bit difficult because she's standing a bit wide. I don't have a camera set up so you can see my whole body. Sorry. Let me get my other piece of fabric. Tape measure. So I would have to. She's standing quite wide, so if I'm standing, trying to replicate how she's standing. How far from my waist? Does it have to go down? Let's put it on again, just so I have an idea of where this finishes. This finishes at the right point, then I don't have to make any. Yeah, that's perfect. So from here I have to stand up straight, put my legs wide like she's got it. What? Let me measure my look. It's about there, isn't it? So let's make it 70 centimeters. I think that's about it. You can always cut it off, like I said. Let's make it a little bit longer then. Let's make it 80 centimeters, which is about 31.5 inches. So that's for the front part, but the front part has to go in a little bit. So, but it's too bad I don't have a camera. I need a camera set up so that you can see the full length of me now, but so be it. We don't. Maybe Santa Claus will bring me a new camera. I doubt it, 'cause, you know, don't do Christmas because I don't have no family here. But let's think. Ooh. Right, let's see. So here we go. So we need something here, then 80 centimeters down. And on the back, the same. Right, let's get that cut out. I will only have about 45 minutes left for this stream, so... Wow, maybe a little bit longer, but I do need to eat something before 8 o'clock when I'm going to have a... Actually, so... Just make 80 centimeters from this. I mean, just... cut it out as accordingly. Here we go. I need to make sure a little bit more because it looks like seam is not straight. So let's see. Let's say from here, mark that 80 centimeters. So about there. Ugh. Easiest way to do that. Pick it up there. Now, this should work. Can't promise it will work, but normally this works because it's cotton. So this is a 80 centimeters, right? Yeah. Okay. So get the top. Maybe from there till there. Where's my pencil? That's for the front. Don't know if it works this way. Yeah, it does also. Fine. Saves me cutting. So, let's... The only disadvantage is that you get these freaking pieces of thread. Alright, let's put that on and then cut a bit for the back, which is this part. It's a bit longer. Alright, the back's longer than it's supposed to be as well. Alright, come on. Lie flat. Alright, till there. There we go. And that's the back. So let's pin this everything on. Damn it. Ow. Looks like it's slightly slanted. Alright, that's the back. And the front. There you go. I wish I'd come up with this idea earlier, but hey ho. Ooh. Alright, perfect. Look at this. Sorry. I really shouldn't put pins in my mouth because I can't talk then. But it's such a handy in this. Right. Let's put this together. I can see if this works. Oops. Yoink. Right, so if this all works, then next time we can actually start looking at using the actual fabric. Whee! And then I better start buying some supplies to make this corset belt. But what I'm thinking is next, after I finish this cloak, one of the things I need to change and update is for my shoe armor. Instead of having the pins, I actually have decided to use Chicago screws. I need to make the holes a little bit bigger. So a little bit of an update on that. Then we can start continuing painting them, because I've been painting my my bolt gun. Bolt pistol, I should say. Slowly getting that done. And then it's time to start looking at doing the greaves. I think they're called greaves, which is the shin armor. Because that looks quite a bit of a task. Together with the knee. I mean, the thigh armor shouldn't be too much of a difficulty, but I should have this thigh armor first, so I can, you know, slot in the thigh armor. Thigh armor is going to be very simple. There's not much embellishments on them. So and then since we've done some armor, I will move back to doing some sewing. So probably the corset belt, or the leggings, or the top that needs to go underneath. I don't fit in a lot of standard size clothing simply because I'm pretty tall. So it might be easier to do that. Or we can do the dreaded gloves. I've been putting off doing the gloves because gloves. They're not the simple stuff that you might see, you know, because it's stretchy fabric. I don't have stretchy fabric. I have actual proper leather. And yeah, it's going to be interesting trying to make those. That's it. That's it. Right. Go. Alright, let's see. Come on. Right, and I really need to set up something that you can actually see my full body, because how am I going to show the grease when I start making them? I don't know yet. Right, so let's turn this back the correct way around. Yeah, that looks like the front is still too wide, so I might have to taper that. That's alright. Where's the... Have I put them in the wrong way around? Seriously? I'm such a fucking idiot. Damn it. Oh well, never mind. So, you can't see this, which is really bad. So yeah, the front one needs to go smaller, absolutely. The length is alright, I think. But yeah. So even if I make this, say, yeah. It looks... You can't see, I don't have a camera that shows it well enough. So if you get seasick, close your eyes for a moment. So the idea is there. So how long it is. However, the front is too wide. But I think the back might be alright. So I need the front, it's far too wide if you look at the picture and how wide this is. So there we go. So we need to have an idea of so even if I wear the corset belt so it gets a bit, you know, smooth in, I think it still needs to go a bit more. Right. Pencil. Yeah, because that's kind of what she's wearing, isn't it? That's kind of what I wanted to emulate. So the skirt bit that you can see on her is what I want in like a full cloak. And I'm feeling that the back's alright. But this needs to be gown, going down to... kind of between my legs here. Something like that. And because I'm wearing the corset belt, it will go a little bit like in. I think that's what I need to do. I think the back flap is actually quite alright. make it up, go up a little higher, and then go. Yeah. So that's kind of the idea. So the sleeve's fine, perfect. But the front bit needs to be shorter or less wide. I think the back side is fine. I can't see because I don't have a mirror here either, but we'll sort that out. Try and get it out half again. At least I don't have to worry about zippers. Yeah. Yeah, but as you can see, this is the right side. I didn't. Yeah. So what we need to do, I've just drawn on here. Is this the front? Yeah, this is the front. Ooh. Come on. Thank you. So, nope, pink bar. Where's my mouse again? If I hit it again, yep, here we go. I need to switch. I need one of those stream decks. I can change channels like pressing a button. Here we go. Right, so, I don't know if you can see it. I'll get my pencil out. There. To there. Kinda. So, I need to draw. Or, I could take it up higher here, of course. That could do. So here, where the seam is now, I could, for instance, make it there. And go from there. And then, same for the back side. Backside is, I think, it's the right width. I have to, look in the mirror. But if I mark here and just do this, but that from the front, we're gonna. So it's like gradual. So that's kind of the idea then. So I'm wondering if I can make it so I need to look, and I can only do that on the floor because the table is not big enough. When I put down the fabric that I have, if I can make all this out of the same fabric, that would be ideal. Because then I can make the front bit just literally one piece. And same with the back. And then just sleeves. So, less seams means less seam clearing up. And it makes it a bit more like the idea of a simple habit, kind of what Sisters of Battles as nuns have. So that's definitely something I think I need to do. So we're going to amend the pattern so that the point where we attach the skirt bit is going to be there, and that it just goes down like that, and then from the back it doesn't need to go that much smaller, but we're just going to go like that, and that then kind of gives us the leg split type of idea that she's got there. And with the fact that it's quite wide still in my middle, but that's why the corset belt comes in, and then it pulls it all in, and then you get that kind of roughly idea of it being a bit more, you know, wider. So that's probably, I think the length is fine as well. So now, that's perfect. So, where's my notebook? Where's my notebook? Here's my notebook. So yeah. So we got this. Got this. And then it's gonna walk all the way down with a split. Yep, and I have absolutely no talent in drawing, so you'll have to apologize for that. I still have to get some fabric or some way of putting in the let me see if I can put a picture up for you guys. So it's the Order of the Bloody Rose emblem? So that's what it's called? No? Yeah, that's the one. Oh, that's a oh, perfect! I found the vector. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a circle, and then 1 petal, 2 petals, petal there. Like I said, I can't draw to save my life. And then this way. Kind of like that. Something like that. Let me see if I can... Save image. Put it there, that's fine. So now add an image. Add a new. Bloody Rose. That one. There we go. So that's the emblem that's on front of her skirt part. So I'll be putting that in. I can't draw, so, you know. So that's kind of what we need to do then. Now, if we don't have enough of the fabric, because the fabric that I have, then this part will be made out of a black bi-stretch. Usually that's a little more comfortable to wear, and then the sleeves and the skirt parts are from the double-sided fabric. So that's kind of what the plans are. And then I'm going to make a corset belt that goes around like that. So that's kind of the idea. So I think that is the way to go. So I'm going to mark the changes on the pattern. Because now I have to finish there. That's a sleeve. Sleeve is perfect. Don't have to do anything about the sleeve. So this one and that one. So, well, now that we've figured out what we need to do for this, I mean, for me the armor will be the most work. Although we still have to finish off the chainsword as well. I really need to get soldering and get my my things into place so that I can input all the soundboard and everything. So we will stop there. Okay. And then the same thing on the back. Huh, there's a mark there already. So that's the size that I have to start cutting off. So that's start skirt. So if I fold you double, there, that much has to go off. And that one, I need to redo this. So that's fine. But that means we can draw out this part. Let's cut it. So that we can use that as a template when we cut our fabric. use that.
No, I don't wanna hear you talk, making that shit up just because. Why you gotta be so loud, like you wanna show 'em you got something?
Threads everywhere. Hey JJ, thank you so much. So I think that's in the middle. Let's stick some pins in it so it doesn't move when I'm cutting. Hopefully. I'll have to check things in the mirror because, you know, it's hard to see otherwise. But yeah. And I put some more pins in. Come on, lie straight. Alright. Why is this not lying? Okay, you go. Where? Right, so that's about right. I think that's the width we need to take. And then stop getting stuck. Right, I think that amendment will work. Right. Hope I didn't take too much, but this is still the mock-up, so that's alright. Right, let's see. Put the seams where they're supposed to go. Yeah, I think that's better. So if I think about this getting seamed in. Yeah! I think that's the right size, so careful if you're C6 quickly. So like you can see now, if it wants to focus. Focus camera, thank you. So now the front bit is a lot shorter, or not as wide. And it goes up to there. And I think the back piece is fine. I think the height is fine as well. So all we have to do now is check if the... Yeah, exactly, but you can see on the picture. So if you look on the inspiration picture, you can see how she's got the front bit and the back bit. So, like I said, a lot of people just make 2 squares or 2 rectangles and stick them to the belt that she's wearing here. But like I said, I want to be able to take off the body armor and still have something left. So that's why I wanted to make a full cloak. So that's, you know, once I put the corset belt over it, and it's not like 10T. So then it becomes, you know, and the sleeves like are the right kind of length. If you look at what when she holds her bolter, so that feels like it's the kind of, you know, or if you hold it up. It's weird because the way she's holding, oh yeah, here we go. That's the arm for the chainsword. That's looks very similar. Ow. So absolutely perfect. So now we're going to measure out whether I have enough fabric to do everything out of the same fabric. And if we do, then next week we'll start making the full outfit. Oh, keep knocking my earbuds out. I'm gonna have to put it over my head. Because if I think about it, like for instance, the first Comic Con I want to wear it at is here in Warsaw. The area, the event center where they do it, is literally 10 minutes away from me. So I put the armor in the back of the car, wear the dress and bits, and then I can go, you know, just put the armor on when I'm there. Come on, camera. There you go. So that's absolutely perfect. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah, it's really, I mean, the expo center is outside of Warsaw, but I live outside of Warsaw. So for me, it's literally get to the main road and it's straight ahead. And then the expo center is there. If I lived in city center, it would be a 30-40 minute drive. But for me, the city center is a 30-40 minute drive. So for me, it's perfect. And then the one in Pirkon is the one in Poznan, which is 3.5 hours driving. So, but yeah, and now I have to think whether I want to, I need to do some tests with fabric paint. Yeah, it's just, you know, I need to get a hotel room and things like that. So, but you know, it's the one where there's a competition I want to enter. I'm not sure if I want to do the Warsaw competition, because they're usually a masquerade, so you have to do something, and I'm not a big fan of those. So, but yeah, the Pirkon one is the one. It's mid-June, and there's a competition that I want to see if I can put a dark tide costume in. It's not going to be as extensive as the Systems of Battle. So, but the game is not out yet, so I haven't played yet with which character I want to do. So, But yeah, absolutely. We're on goal now, a little bit, you know, now that we've got this done. I can't believe I spent how many weeks trying to figure out this fucking sleeve, but one of those. So, right. So, I need to get some food, because it's 7 o'clock here, for those of you who are not in the Central European time. Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to just wear the outfit so that I have an idea. I want to wear the Sisters of Battle so that I have an idea of how things run, how it fits, how long I can walk in it, if there's anything that might break, if there's any issues. It's good to have like a, you know, rehearsal to say before, if I get, because I don't even know if I'm going to be in TwitchCon. But, you know, if I do, then I have to travel to Paris. And that's either a 15-hour drive or 2-hour flight. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with cosplay, isn't it? You see these cosplays and it's just amazing. So, right. Now, let's see if there's anybody for us to raid. Don't tell me there's nobody. Nobody. Let's go and have a look. Just mute it. Dang it. Nobody I know that does cosplay is online. Right, let's have a look then. Felt work. Other work. Is there some cosplay? Actually, I'm wondering. Yes, all my things are there. Okay. Nobody doing cosplay. Yeah, me, but that's not the point. So, and since so Twitch changed the way you do the tags underneath, and sometimes if people haven't been aware of the change, then they can't see it. That you can't, you know. Oh. Oh, it's a rerun. That's not live. That's not what I was looking for. Damn it. Sewing. Doesn't look like there's any cosplayers. At least not in the making crafting section. Lots of 3D people, but that's not really interesting, to be honest. Does anybody have anybody that's online that they know? Anybody worth taking all the people with? Let me see in Discord if there's anybody. None there. Hot, but Hot raided me, so they're not online anymore. Must have missed them going. Oh no, they went online after me. Nobody. Dang it. What is this? Yeah. The problem these days is that if you search for cosplay, there's a lot of people that are not actually cosplaying. They are... how do I phrase it politely? People dressed in some sexy cosplay playing video games, which is not really what I want to do. And they're not in English, so that's not gonna happen. Spanish and Korean. Well, that's... Dang it. Is there anybody in art otherwise we can do? I should search tag. Ah, come on. No, that's the thing. If I can't find anybody, then we're just gonna end the stream. But I do like to raid someone. But yeah, none of my... Is there anybody in Himbos? No, there's nobody in self-promo for the marks, makers and crafting. There's somebody doing body paint. Let's have a look. Right, this is the last try, otherwise... No, it's just me. Dang. Well, that looks like, sadly enough, I'm not raiding anybody. Yeah, there's a couple of people I follow that do like it looks like they're wearing something, but sorry guys, I don't see anybody that I can raid. with a cosplay tag, or even, you know, sewing or anything like that. So I am going to just end the stream, go get some food. So I will see you all next week. I'll be back on the Sunday. I may stream on a Saturday. I'm not 100% sure yet, but let's see how my weekend goes next weekend. So see you again. Thank you so much for staying around. Thank you so much for everybody that's lurking. I love that you're lurking. Just make sure you don't mute yourself fully. So I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye, Swizz.